Ahsoka Tano, is she the pure example of what a Jedi Knight should be? Now, I really, really don't like that, obviously. I don't like the language used. I don't like the word pure used in this. Now, it could mean pure as an innocence, like the pureness, the innocence of a good person. It could also be like, oh, is she what the Jedi should be? So let's talk about the first thing, the meaning of the word pure, which is kind of like a religious word, whether it's like East transcendental, like, oh, I've got this prism of a conscience, or biblical, where Christians are taught that no, we need to focus on things that which are pure, things which are good, things which are noble. We have to set our mind on these things and get rid of the things that would deprave us, corrupt our spirit. So when you're talking about pure in that the word meaning incorruptible, well, that is a very problematic term when you're talking about a character like Ahsoka Tano, because she is not pure a person. She makes very questionable decisions. And I don't remember all of Clone Wars because it has been a long time. But, I'll name a couple examples, actually a few examples. The first is, she defies with an attitude the admiral's orders on this mission by retreating. She says, "Cool your jets, I've got this," and then she gets her whole squadron killed for it. So she defies orders. She defies the admiral, gets her squadron killed, and then 20 minutes later, her punishment is, "Oh, no, we gotta believe in her again because she has a handle on this." Totally entitled. She should have been reprimanded and taken out of she really in a real life situation, she should have been taken out of the academy. Like, she should have been stripped of her Jedi privileges from the get-go. I don't care how young she is. If she's old enough to fight in a war and fight in her own spacecraft, whatever it is, if she's old enough to do that, if she's old enough to fight in a battle, she's old enough to be stripped of her privileges there. So she's totally entitled. She was not punished for her actions, and people were killed for that. We did not see any progression from that mistake. So she's defying, she's being rebellious, she has an attitude, and she gets people killed for it. The second thing is that Citadel mission that I mentioned a couple of years ago on my stream, where Anakin, her teacher, someone who loves her, someone who cares for her, says, "I do not want you to go on this mission because this could be basically suicide. Once you go into the Citadel, you are not coming out. I want you to stay here where it's safe." That's like a parent saying, "You can't come with me. This is a very dangerous mission. I have to go. You can't go." And she's like, "Well, I want to come." "No, this is dangerous. For your own safety, for your own protection, I have to go, but you have to stay home." Basically. It's like a parent saying that to a kid. She disobeys him, basically disobeys her older brother or parent. And then, not only that, she gloats in the mission, during the mission, she gloats at, "Oh, look how convenient it is. There's a smaller space that I could fit through because I'm skinnier than you guys. How convenient. I'm this young teenager that can squeeze through this vent or whatever. And how fortunate for you that I was here to save the day and get you out of this predicament." And it's like, okay, so she's being rewarded for defying pretty much a parental concern and love for her. Like Anakin had this kind of parental, like, "I need you to be safe here," you know? And then when they do accomplish the mission, an elder Jedi, Plo Koon, covers for her. She's like, "Oh, yeah, I sort of lied that I was gonna do this, or not do this," whatever the case is, and then Plo Koon's like, "Oh, I guess I made a mistake. Oh, yeah," like, covering for her, like an adult teacher an adult. An adult teacher covers for this kid who acted presumptuously and disobeyed. She disobeyed a second time, and she didn't get rewarded for it, but she didn't get punished for it. That's the second thing. So she's not pure. Going back to this pure thing. And then finally, The most atrocious thing that she did was releasing Maul at the end of season 7, Maul maiming and killing and brutally tackling the clone troopers out to get Ahsoka, and then indirectly destroying all the rebel, not the rebel, the Republic Star Cruiser, killing everyone except Maul, who escaped and is going to commit evil wherever he goes, and Rex and Ahsoka. So not even the droids survived, guys. Like, everyone died on that cruiser because of Ahsoka releasing him. She didn't directly kill the troopers. She didn't directly destroy the ship, but she released the maniac who did. Is that pure? Do we call her a hero for doing that? When people are like, no, she had to do that to protect herself. She was unjustly pursued by these brainwashed clone troopers. It's like, you know what? Yeah, you can make the argument that she was trying to protect herself, but there's no way, there's not a snowflake's chance and you know where that you can call her a hero, okay? She's not a hero for doing that because she releases a very evil, powerful force user who maims and brutally maims and kills these clone troopers who really can't help their actions, not condoning their evil, trying to, destroy Ahsoka, but they're also innocent. And then the Star Cruiser goes down. Everyone's killed except Rex and Ahsoka and Maul. And is she punished for it? No. Dave Filoni never has her battling these, repercussions of her actions. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a character like that. I'm not saying Ahsoka shouldn't be like that. But we should not call her pure. We should not call her a Jedi. And we should not call her a hero. She could be a morally ambiguous character like Bo-Katan, who Filoni treats as a hero for some odd reason. But Bo-Katan is a terrorist causing collateral damage and terror to, among her people. She's not a hero. She's selfish. She has very selfish ambitions. Doesn't care for her sister Satine. Doesn't care for Obi-Wan and how he feels about Satine and the death of Satine. She's just selfish. Bo-Katan is selfish. Filoni does not know how to write female characters at all. I would prefer Rey Skywalker to Bo-Katan, okay? Sorry to say that. I know that's blasphemy probably to a lot of people, but Bo-Katan is no hero. Ahsoka Tano is no hero. So this panel saying, Ahsoka Tano, is she the pure example of what a Jedi should be? No. Unless Jedi should be, unless they should behave abominably and ignobly. No, she's not pure. And so it's this push to do the opposite. It's this push to say, oh, she is a hero when she's not a hero. It's this push to say that Bo-Katan is a leader when she's not a leader. If she is a leader, she's a terrorist. And she's that kind of leader. She's not a noble leader. She doesn't have any nobleness to her. Same with Ahsoka. And so we've got now in popular culture today where writers are actively saying the opposite of what is true. Oh, Ahsoka is a good-hearted, pure, noble hero. She's none of those things. If she grows into those things, there has to be an evolution, a development of her character. But we never see that. We never see that. We never see actual growth. You know why? Because Dave Filoni doesn't know how to write. You know why? It is very hard to write with good characters, good motives, good scenes for the plot without constant reworking and revising to get that right. Filoni never had that experience with Ahsoka Tano. That's why there's no possibility of his ever developing her character. Naturally, her character is badly written because he doesn't have the experience as a writer. She's a morally ambiguous character being called a hero, but she makes wrong decisions that should not reward her. Like, she shouldn't be called hero for the decisions that she makes. She shouldn't even be called protagonist. She does not have that hero's journey as other heroes have it. So anyway, that's all I have to say about, the recent releases of these stories. Like, people are saying the opposite of what's true.